Hello and welcome to another episode of Fiona's Creative Discovery Series. Today the colour palette was voted on by the members. It was a tie between green and red and yellow and violet. I've decided to go the yellow and violet route, and I'm going to use a bit of these as well. So I've got the complementary colours and a little bit of split complementary colours here. So we've got the yellow. I've also just grabbed a little bit of orange that I may use as well. I thought that could be a little bit of fun. Feels like it goes. And the plan for this one is I'm going to get a bit of a background in here. If you're wondering what I've put this up on, it's just something to raise it off the ground. So I'm not painting on this surface. So I just thought that was handy. This is a 9 by 12 inch panel. I'm going to get a light background down. I'm going to put a little bit of yellow in there. And a little bit of purple on this side. And we might put a bit more of the white in the middle for now. So I'm just going to use a brush to get the background done. And just introduce a little bit of light colour. Again, just mixing and having a bit of white through the middle so I don't actually blend the yellow and the purple. So in the first episode we looked at blue and orange, and I did a bit of a test of colours at the start. I haven't done that this time because I've got so many different purples and yellows that they're all going to react a little differently. But I want to use palette knives today. So we're going to be experimenting with some bold colours using the palette knives. And I also grabbed out a couple of small brushes that I thought I might try and do a little bit of marking with. Maybe with some Payne's Grey, I'm not sure yet. Again, this is just a test. Cheap canvas, able to test some theories out, see whether it works. I think that'll be it for my background. Now, let's start with this colour. And I'm going to grab a paper towel. I'm going to wipe off my palette knife in between. I'm going to use, so that colour there is Ultramarine Violet, then the darker one is Permanent Blue Violet, and the pinky reddy one is Permanent Red Violet. Let's try this colour. I think that one goes quite well with the yellow. Alright, let's try. So we've got Azo Yellow Deep, Azo Yellow Light, and Azo Orange. So let's go the Azo Yellow Deep. And I am concerned about mixing the colours here. So I'm just going to put that through there. And I'm hoping that the yellows and the purples are really going to complement each other. Let's try the light yellow. So you can see we've got that dark bit there that I'm not going to be sure about. I might need to have some layers dry. Let's put some orange in. Opposite sides. Just bring the dark colour in. I think this is going to set things off. Oh, I don't want that yellow in there though. This is the hard part. I want to darken this corner. Do we use a brush for that? Right, let's do this. This is all about discovery. A little bit of water. Gonna darken this corner. Cool, I like that. What colour can we put on this corner? Yellow. So I've ended up going with a light background and now I'm changing my mind. So I'm still leaving light bits through there. Going to take the lighter yellow through this way. Maybe a bit over here. Let's have a look at it this way. I've got white, which I want to mix with this purple. Quite patchy. Where's the dark one? I have to keep wiping it, otherwise I get colours in there that I don't want. Ooh, like that. That's come out green. Scrape that off. It's because I'm too impatient to wait for it to dry. Orange. It's interesting. Pretty much just using a palette knife. And I've used a brush in a few areas to get a few blends. I'm going to take some of that reddy colour through. Just a little bit of the darker colour. I want a nice bright spot here. So we're going to go with white and a little bit of yellow. Just mix that together. Oh, doesn't take much to mix in the other colour. I want more white. I've got a smaller palette knife here somewhere. Let's use the smaller one. It's quite busy. I might blend this out. I just feel like it's a little bit busy now. And you can see how I've got that bad blend there. I'm actually just going to wipe that off. Just to get rid of the bulk of it. Let's get a little bit of the red and orange together. Make it kind of a deep orange. Alright. Getting quite a bit of paint on here. What colour do I want in there? Those two. Still getting yellow in there though. Alright, I feel like I've gone too far with this. So I don't know how to fix it. That's how I'm feeling anyway. But what I might do is do what I said I was going to do and let it dry, and then maybe we can take a little bit of that through, or maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. White. Nice. Do you like those pops of white? A lot of texture in here. I wonder how it's going to dry. But the colours is what we're interested in. I do feel like I may have overworked this. Okay, let's let it dry. Okay, this is nice and dry, but something's not quite right. So I thought I would try a little bit of marking. Might do some stripes. I've got this plastic palette knife here, so I could try that. Oh, I've already dipped it in purple and I just wanted white. Where do I want them? I want interest up here, but I also wanted to take some of that out. Maybe I'll do that first. Gonna make it thicker, but a lighter yellow. Just wanting to lighten that, and then add a little bit of this color, and just trying to bring it all together. I don't know how I want to do the lines or where I want to do them. Up here. I mean, it's already very busy, but I'm just trying to see if I can draw the eye somewhere, because most of it's a bit chaotic. So if I can create something that is more structured into a chaotic piece. And tie it in down here. Don't know. Look, you gotta try these things. I'm gonna take that lighter purple through here. Don't know. This is all about discovery. I like the colours. Maybe could have done without the permanent red violet in this piece. It's quite transparent. It's completely transparent. Okay, here is the final result. I like it this way. I'm just going to have a little bit of look at the texture. See if you can pick up. It's just paint texture. I mean, especially here. the thickness from the paint. So no modelling paste was added to it. And it's another view, which I don't mind either. So I do think that the lines helped. It was just, yeah, I just was playing around. And that's what you got to do. That's why I'm buying the cheap canvases, and they're very thin. I'm just having a play and experimenting with a few different things. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Hope you go and do some experiments of your own. Thank you again to the members for all your support, and everyone else for liking and subscribing to the channel. And that's it for this one. I shall see you all on the next one. Bye.